Okay, today's March the 5th, and we are doing our meeting about Module 3.3, which is the Math Identity Survey.
What is that?
Oh, okay.
That's so cute.
Getting right started. So when I was making my survey, and these were the questions that I decided to ask.
Oh, okay.
And I really had two different students in mind, and my number one choice was not here yesterday, so I went with the next one. But either way, because of our verbal expression issues, I had this.
That's cute.
Because I wanted to know how they felt specifically, like about how they feel in math. How do you feel if you get an answer wrong? How do you feel if a teacher calls on you?
That's a good idea.
So those were the kinds of questions. I think that when I'm ever teaching
We are extended resource.
We're extended resource. My goal is to teach resource, skills-based intervention. There's so many different terms for it. But I do think that this kind of survey would be valuable for if you had a group of 7 or 8 kids and you're trying to figure out, do you hate math? Because the student I interviewed said, oh, I'm really good at math.
He did? Oh.
But yet that was his least favorite subject.
Yeah.
He said,
actually does not like that.
And a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
I think even you and I would probably say that. And so the goal of these modules is to improve that. And I do think that, how would you feel if as a kid a teacher would have given you this?
I think it's a good idea. I feel like it's really easy to just be like, oh, actually this is how I feel, because if you ask me verbally, I would probably be like, it's fine, whatever, I'm okay with it. But then when you give those actual images, if you were to call on me in math, I would probably say nervous, because I am not secure in my math abilities at all.
Yeah. I even thought maybe embarrassed might be a good one, because I know I used to feel that way. Aren't these funny?
Actually, that's more like
I actually had a lot more faces, but I felt like it was too much. So I really just kind of picked.
And those faces are good, because I feel like again, I wouldn't say clueless or I wouldn't say nervous if you were to ask me verbally. And I feel like that's good for the kids that we have, because they do struggle with their expressive language.
Yeah. But so these questions I came up with was over, we had 3 or 4 modules, and each time I adjusted the questions a little bit more. Yeah, he just didn't answer some of them.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And then the finish the sentence ones were my favorite, because he gave me the words he had for that. I gave him words for the first part, and then he, and so of course I did. So part of this assignment is what assumptions did I make about this kid? Because he does not, English is not the primary language spoken at home. We do have a disability diagnosis. I'm trying not to give a lot of identifying information.
Yeah.
But so I was thinking, I really thought that I knew this kid, but I'm this was really good, because I was asking him about what's your favorite color? Rainbow. What? And I knew he liked art, but then once he really started telling me, well, art's really my favorite, I thought, well, you know what, he really is a very creative kid, and he thrives when he's putting things in order in his art.
And building too.
And building. So I was thinking, that is, it's just things that do connect to him in math, and eventually in some way will. So that was why he was one of the kids on my list to interview, because I was like, I know him, but I don't really know him. Zach, can you push pause? Push pause on the... We'll wrap it. Is it clicking again? Ticking? Okay, so anyways, back to that. I did feel like the home and community knowledge bases were harder to understand, just because he struggles to say, you can go. But anyway, so in my reflection, it just wants me to explain how did it make you think about yourself? And it really does, without you realizing it. It'd be something that you would really ideally do at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I do think it would be good in this class at the beginning of the year, maybe, but our groups are so small. It would be more of just like a one-on-one. And you can even, one of the things that I think whenever I'm doing the other classes was to put it into a Google form and like give the survey again in the middle of the year and see like, did I have more people that are feeling more positive about it?
Yeah, that's a good idea, especially because they have better expressive language skills and stuff like that.
But so ideally this, you could do an interview like this for anybody that you're trying to understand how they learn in context of their identity, like whether it's their race or their socioeconomic status, the other categories that it offered to explore were gender, like you could really like dig deep into this, but I do see how this could be valuable for, I never thought it would be, like it just never occurred to me.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that's that. Time to start the day.